make fun of conservative causes? Yeah, I'm sure we did. But for 60 years, if you have an AM radio, 24 hours a day, they preach Democrats as enemies.
Oh, yeah.
In no uncertain terms. They are raising a generation to feel as though those people are enemies. And it blows my mind that they play victim to this day. You know, look, even in this moment, how hard is the right working to make sure they're seen as the victims of this moment of racial injustice? What's the real tragedy of this moment? We might lose a statue or two which are on the cusp of having slaves. Or the liberal mob will come for you and call you a racist.
All right, I just want to back up some of the points that Jon Stewart made and debunk a lot of the Republican talking points he's mentioning. One, that the left owns all the media. False. Billionaires own all the media. And while sometimes media conglomerate owners do say things like, let's acknowledge that gay people exist, they still love the status quo. And that's the definition of conservatism. The head of MSNBC wants the same old because she is trying to sell the same sunsetter retractable awning to grandpa that Rupert Murdoch's trying to sell him. Like, if Jeff Bezos was the champion of the left that they would have us believe he is, every Amazon warehouse would be unionized by now.
Because you guys paid for all this.
Also, the left does not own all the media. As Jon Stewart says, back in the day and even to now, AM radio is run by those weirdos. The legacy of John Imus's.
That's a nappy-headed hose there, I'm gonna tell you that.
And Rush Limbaugh's and all of that.
Nigga with an A on the end. Well, I think I can now. Isn't that the point? Al Sharpton goes out the front door. Yes, I spoke a little Negro dialect there. Feminism was established so as to allow unattractive women easier access to the mainstream of society. It's preposterous that Caucasians are blamed for slavery when they've done more to end it than any other race.
And the biggest Facebook posts every day are like 65-35 right-wing dominated. It's Dan Bongino, it's Ben Shapiro, mostly. Then it's us and like Occupy Democrats. No joke. Other than that, it's a very disconcerting syndicate of creepy weirdos on the right. They also lie and say that the left is trying to indoctrinate kids. False. Are you talking about like movies? Like, people make movies where the bad guy loses because it makes us feel better. And otherwise, it seems weird. If the conservative guy won in a movie, that would seem like propaganda. Like, Ted Cruz isn't gonna be the good guy when his constituents freeze and he hightails it to Cancun. Not the good guy. I'm sorry. They're not gonna make a movie where, like, the billionaire contaminates a whole town, gives them all cancer, and then gets the girl. Meanwhile, the right is explicitly trying to indoctrinate kids. That's what religion is. And then also, like, Turning Points USA. Like, what do you think Charlie Kirk's job is? Why do you think he was singled out among all the other children in that corn?
Charlie Kirk had big plans for this phony online school that would teach kids an America First agenda. Now, I say phony because this is not an accredited college and it is a massive grift. And anyone who's considering spending money on it should reconsider.
He's running an organization whose charter is just to indoctrinate kids and make them join the right and groom them into being assholes. We're just lucky it doesn't work. Also, we're lucky he's dumb as shit.
It's one of my speeches. Developers don't like it when I say this, but it's true. The higher the building, the more liberal the voter. It just is.
So there's a direct connection to inflation and the trans issue.
Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt?
Yes.
This is a dolphin fetus.
The thing Jon Stewart's alluding to is the right makes it seem like we just wake up in the morning and call everything racist. No, we call racist things racist. You're the ones who wake up in the morning and call everyone a pedophile. It's really creepy. The right also makes it sound like being called racist is the worst thing in the world. No. Being racist is the worst thing in the world. Actually, no, I was wrong about that. It's actually a photo of Matt Walsh without a beard. So being racist, Matt Walsh without a beard, are neck and neck. And with Matt Walsh, you can't tell where his neck stops because he doesn't have a beard. Just goes straight into chin. And finally, they always say that the right wing is the victim. What are you talking about? The right wing has the #1 cable news network. They control the Supreme Court. It's way easier for them to control the Senate, even without the filibuster. They've gotten fewer votes in so many presidential elections, but still won the election. The same goes for state legislatures. Also, the right wingers are rich as hell. They're pro-corporation. They're pro-overlords. They would rather you pay more taxes than the richest people in the world. And they get that policy passed. The only right winger who has any right to call themselves a victim is the poor working class schmuck who gave a vote to Ted Cruz or Lindsey Graham or Donald Trump, thinking that that person gives a shit about you. They feed you critical race theory messaging and don't say gay bills, and they're mad that there's a trans swimmer. And you buy it, and you get mad about that. And then you give them power. And what do they do with it? Nothing but tax cuts for the rich. That's the way the right wing's a victim.